acolytes, a girl, actually went and flashed some weapons in the face of some people. Now, if I didn't already hear the context of it, I would say, well, pretty insane, ain't it? Because let's be honest here. If you read this, girls 14 years old, charged with brandishing weapons in a Dundee. But let's hear what this is about, and let's hear if the count actually gives some context. Because, as I said, I would judge her, but not in the context that she actually drew those weapons.
Girl 14 charged with brandishing weapon in Dundee. Now, there are very many headlines over the years that have had this exact same text. I love my country. But anyway, I'm somewhat of an authority on this, and a lot of people are asking me to talk about it. So let's just get into it, because very few details have actually came out. A 14-year-old girl has been charged after allegedly brandishing a weapon on a street in Dundee. The incident happened in St Anne Lane in the Lochee area of the city at about 19:40 on Saturday. Footage has been circulating on social media, accompanied by speculation over the ethnicity and actions of the person allegedly confronted by the girl. I mean, you can hear it in the guy's voice, he's not from here. It is understood that no one else had been arrested.
Yep. So, what happens a lot of the time in Britain and in Europe countries is that immigrants just attack people randomly. And I don't mean it in a small way where you have a few freaking psychopaths that just go around. No, 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 no. They get away with it without any punishment. And the claim that they actually attacked a 14-year-old girl, yeah, I believe it instantly. Because I'm gonna be honest. If she actually defended herself by brandishing those two because she got attacked by an immigrant, or anyone else in that matter, then yes, F those people. And what actually, because, no, I'm gonna let the count talk, because...
arrested or is wanted in connection with the incident. And there we are, that's what we're getting, and a lot of the articles are very, very short. Now, I got sent the video pretty quickly, by the way. I think I got sent the video on Sunday, right after it happened. And basically, the girl, I believe, is there with her sister, who is 12 and is in her school uniform. And basically, she is yelling at the man, saying that this man has just assaulted her sister, just bashed her. That's why he's calling them kid bashers and stuff like that. I mean, we call them beasts. However, beast is a very broad term. It's a very, very broad term. Beast can mean, like, you hit kids, you hit women, you're a rapist, you're a paedophile. There's a bunch of different things that beast can mean. Right, but basically, it seems that this man assaulted the 12-year-old girl. Her sister then came running out of the house with a knife and an axe to basically try and attack the man and defend her sister. Right, it's a very, you know, emotionally charged video where basically the girls are screaming, there's crying, there's a lot of stuff going on. Now, the theory is that this man tried to sexually and inappropriately, this is just what I've heard, this is a big allegedly, there's a huge allegedly on this because a lot of people don't know the context of the video, including me. I'm just repeating what I've heard, right? There's a big allegedly on this.
The thing is, this is something that I actually had experience with in Germany. That yes, in fact, illegal aliens, and I'm talking specifically about illegals, because this happened to me and a girl and my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend of mine, that was, by the way, Turkish, just saying, or is Turkish, and they actually harassed her, then put their cameras out and filmed me and her defending ourselves. So yes, I have experience with that. The thing is, I'm not as nice as the girl with the two weapons. So yeah, the point of the entire thing was simple. I got lucky. Because I got their camera, I smashed it, they still started to order, continued to harass everything, and after it came, the police came, I was extremely lucky by it being a friend of mine that actually know me and know the girl. Those three guys, that were by the way all bigger than me, told the police that those fuckers, that we harassed them all the time. Luckily nobody believed them. So as I say, I personally just got effing lucky. And if I see the context and I see the video, I believe her instantly that she just came out and defended her freaking sister. Because she had to. What does she want to do? Right now, if you're in Europe, if you're in freaking Great Britain, and you meet an immigrant, you're fucked basically. Your rights get trampled by their wishes. And this is a disgusting thing that happens right now in Europe.
I don't know what happened. Allegedly, the man approached the 12-year-old girl and propositioned her. The 12-year-old girl then told the man to fuck off, was calling him a pedo, blah, 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 blah. The man then got angry and hit the girl, put her on the ground and struck her a few times. This girl's then ran. Her sisters came out with an axe and a knife and basically threatened the man, get the hell away from my sister, you're kid bashers, blah, 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 blah. Right, and then what's happened is the man himself has not been arrested, but the young girl with the weapons has been arrested. Right, and basically people are now out hunting for this guy and everything and looking for him. I mean, it is Dundee. Like I've just saying, see, just so you all know, Dundee is the arsehole of Scotland. It's the butt of all the jokes, right? No offence, boys. Although most of my subscribers for Dundee will just be like, yeah, right, you know, no offence. I mean, a little offence, you are Dundonians. Right, however, in regards to this, everyone's going, wow, what an amazing, like all the Yanks especially are going, oh, what if things come to that a 14-year-old child is walking around with an axe and a knife, and it's like, yes, there's a few things culturally you don't understand.
Yes, exactly. There are a few things culturally that some bigwig up there that actually makes freaking thousands and thousands of fucking British pounds or euros or dollars up there, that they are just cut off reality. Because I'm gonna be honest, I just wish that at some point somebody actually grabbed the immigrants and put them exactly to the people that actually want them there. Just let them be together and let them find the fuck out how this actually ends. Because this is everything, every freaking single thing, every single immigrant, every single human being that actually gets there, every single criminal gets pushed to the parts of any kind of freaking Dorf, state or Stadt or something like that, to the poorest, well, poorest part. So they have to deal with them. No, get them the fuck out there and put them in the rich parts where people actually want to defend them. If you want to defend them and support them, please do it. I would even go a step further. If I would say, okay, this immigrant can stay, but you're 100% responsible for that immigrant. If he makes something bad, you're also gonna get the same amount of punishment as he. Yes, it's very harsh, but I don't care. If you want to help a human being like this, or a criminal, then please suffer with him.
That's very common here. 14-year-olds with like knives and cleavers and machetes and all that is very, very common here.
Okay.
It's really, really common. It's not like, look how far she was pushed and everything. And maybe she was pushed to this, but a 14-year-old walking around with a hatchet, like, that's really, really common here. It's really, really common.
Okay.
I have been stabbed and slashed. I've been slashed twice on this arm. I don't know if you probably can't see that. I've got a big one. In fact, you can kind of see it. I've got a big one down there.
Nice. I also have one of those, like a few slashes. I feel you. Count.
One further up here that's been tattooed over, and I've got a stab mark on my side. Right, knife crime is huge. You know, it's still pretty bad. It still is rather bad. Right, we've had people get stabbed right outside the studio, and all as well. I've seen so many stabbings and slashings like in my life, right? Because it's just a thing that people carry knives, right? It's just a thing over here. So it's not look how much she was pushed. She probably just had that shit on her. It's a cultural thing. Like, see how the Yanks go, hey, you don't have guns. No, but our kids are tooled the fuck up, right? Our kids will do fucking unspeakable things to people, right? But still, we don't know the full context of exactly everything that happened, right? So we don't know the context of it. If it is the case, if this man has tried to sexually assault this girl and she's ran in and got the knife and all that out, then hey ho, the man engaged in an act of tomfoolery, and it was time for him to discover some new information, right? That's just the way it is, right? However, we don't have all the details. We don't know a lot.
As I said, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I don't think so. As I said, if I'm wrong about this, I am wrong. But with my experience, I just benefit of the doubt, full and true.
About the specifics of what has actually happened. So, and we're only getting like a couple of paragraphs in all the news articles, which is making me a little bit suspicious, right? So, because I think it's because they're like, oh no, we've got another migrant Nazi man, and now we've got a little fucking icon for everybody to gather around and everything, and that makes the government and the newspapers a little bit nervous. Maybe that's the case, maybe it isn't, we don't know, so let's just sit back and start waiting for some more information to come through.
Yeah. He is correct here, by the way, yes, you should. But as I said, I just have so much negative experience with these freaking things. And it's not even that it's immigrants that are legally here. That's fine. I mean, people who actually work to be here, they are fine. Oh, of course, and I also know a few immigrants that actually are illegal here. But they are nice, good people. And yet, for some effing reason, we tolerate effing apes that came here legally and just do whatever they fucking want, including criminal stuff. Well, this one has an end. But as it is, acolytes, good night.